Welcome to Tarleton's commencement ceremony. I am Janice Horrock, Assistant Vice President for Development. We are excited to share this celebration with you and your graduating students. This long-awaited day has finally arrived and the program is about to begin. You've been waiting a long time for this, so I believe applause are quite appropriate. As the procession is ready to enter, now would be a good time to silence your cell phones so that everyone can enjoy the ceremony without interruption. The academic attire worn by the participants derives from the traditions of medieval European universities. Among the faculty and administrators, most gowns are black. However, some are in the color of the individual's alma mater. The president's gown is, of course, Tarleton purple. Colorful hoods are worn by those holding doctoral or master's degrees. And you will notice graduates wearing stoles and some wearing cords. The stole represents the Tarleton colors and can be worn by all students. The cords reflect different academic honors and organizations. Making the procession even more colorful is the presentation of 24 international flags. Each country is represented in the Tarleton student body. Each of the academic colleges will be represented by their respective college's unique academic banner posted by the side of the stage. President D'Ottavio and the stage party will enter after the international flags. These distinguished individuals will be seated on the platform and will be introduced during the program. Following the stage party and leading the way is Dr. Don Beach, President of Faculty Senate. He is carrying Tarleton's ceremonial mace, the traditional symbol of the university and its authority. Following him and escorting our faculty, staff, and the December 2015 graduating class are our faculty marshals, Dr. Diane Taylor and Dr. Dwayne Snyder, and our student marshals, Dr. John DeLeon and Dr. Chris Shao. At the end of the ceremony, the stage party and the faculty members will process out, followed by the graduates. Please remain seated until all the graduates have left the auditorium. After the ceremony is over, please proceed as soon as possible to the exits to celebrate with your graduates who will be waiting outside. Those of you in the upper level, watch for people on your level to help you exit. With appropriate pomp and dignity, the procession will be accompanied by the Tarleton Wind Ensemble under the direction of Dr. Anthony Purcell. Please, all who are able, rise to greet the procession.
Good evening and welcome to the 207th commencement of Tarleton State University. This is a magnificent day for the university as these graduates join the ranks of distinguished Tarleton alumni. You can applaud them. To open this ceremony, the colors will be presented by the Texan Battalion Color Guard. The national anthem will be sung by senior music education major, Miss Ashley Darby. She will be accompanied by the Tarleton Wind Ensemble under the direction of Dr. Anthony Purcell. Following the national anthem, the invocation will be given by Dr. Kyle McGregor, Vice President for the Division of Advancement and External Relations. Gentlemen, please remove your caps, and I ask all who are able to please stand and remain standing for the posting of the colors, the singing of the national anthem, and the invocation.
Would you please join me in the invocation? On this commencement day, while we have all traveled different paths to reach this milestone, today we are of one mind and one heart in giving thanks for these students and all they will accomplish. As we reflect on all that is past and all that is yet to come, we are mindful of the many people to whom we owe thanks. Friends that encouraged education, teachers and mentors who shared their knowledge and experience, friends who provided support and helped make a lifetime of memories. We ask these graduates reflect the core values of this university as they use their knowledge and abilities to act with integrity, standing up for what is right, to serve and lead others with compassion, to foster a culture of civility, kindness, and inclusion, to respect and shape traditions for our time, to set a standard of excellence and strive always to reach it. May the gratitude we feel today inspire each of us to bring even greater joy into our lives and the lives of others. Amen.
Please be seated. Well, congratulations, graduates. This is a glorious day as we celebrate your achievements. Today is a milestone for you and for your family and your friends. You've worked hard, you've sacrificed, and you've dreamed about reaching this day. Some of you have been on this journey for a long time. Others made it here in record time. And whether you were in the fast lane or you stopped to smell the roses along the way, you all arrived at the same place. Today, you become a Tarleton graduate. Many things have changed since you entered this university. Disruptive innovations have transformed the way we live and the way we work. Uber disrupted the taxi business. Airbnb disrupted the hotel business. And senior citizens really disrupted Facebook. Most every grandparent I know except me is friends with their kids and their grandkids on Facebook. Well, you've been studying to finish your degree. Blake Shelton and Miranda Lambert got married, and then they got divorced. 4 years ago, we never heard of Ronda Rousey, the selfie stick, and those terrible movies, Sharknado. And just when I figured out the Watch Me Whip and Nene, along comes dabbing. And you know, when 50-year-old coaches start doing it post-game, it's really not cool anymore. Not only is the national landscape changed, but the university is as well. New facilities, new campuses, new programs. Orange has been the new purple around here, with cones set up to redirect traffic around construction. Even with the orange cones, though, it is a great day, and it is a great time to be a Tarleton Texan. As you leave Tarleton, you are taking with you the core values that are so important to this university: tradition, integrity, civility, leadership, excellence, and service. I've seen these values in action by the members of this graduating class. Dustin Neighbors, for example, was the leader of our acclaimed aeronautical team for 3 years. He helped the team win a variety of national and international awards, besting the likes of MIT, Caltech, and the University of Michigan. Sandra Kimball achieved excellence by winning a fashion design competition against over 100 entries from 13 countries at an International Textile and Apparel Association conference. And Euphemia Edom defined excellence by becoming Tarleton's first female NCAA national champion, having won the long jump just this last spring. And I'm not sure which value Sean Black has demonstrated in the last 9 hours, but I know this: he's had a memorable day. Sean was married this morning at 10 o'clock, and he's here this evening to receive his degree. Congratulations, Sean. That's a long day. Blake Bill's story is one of civility, leadership, integrity, and service. Blake and his brother-in-law, while they were on vacation in Aruba, dragged a man out of the ocean who had no pulse and administered CPR for 5 minutes or more. No success. But they refused to give up, and after more traumatic minutes passed, a faint pulse recovered, and the man made a full recovery. We thank people like Blake for demonstrating our core values in remarkable ways. We also celebrate each of you today and the effort and the commitment you made to reach this milestone in your life. Going forward, as educated men and women, as Tarleton graduates, much is expected of you. My request of you is this: be the difference. Be the difference in the lives of others, in your chosen careers, in your families, in your communities. Live Tarleton's core values. They will provide a compass to you in a world that is changing and certainly challenging. So finally, on this special day, I offer you just a few more words of advice. From now on, remember, every course is an elective. Keep learning, keep learning. And please don't say something online that you wouldn't say to somebody in person. Remember, we know this, smartphones don't make us smart, do they? Be on time, especially be on time for your first interview. Laugh every day. Take the stairs as a reminder to improve your physical and your spiritual health. Leave the camera in your pocket occasionally and remember the moment in your heart. And finally, say thank you. Say thank you every day, starting with the family and the friends who helped bring you to this day, your commencement day. This day belongs to all of the families and friends in the audience, and so we want you to know that we congratulate you as well as our graduates. And so I'd like to ask all the families and friends in the audience today, if you would please stand, and graduates, when they do, I want you to give them a big, rousing thank you from each of you for their help in bringing you to this day. Family and friends, please stand. Graduates, show them your gratitude. So graduates, I'm going to ask you this. Is that all you got? Let's hear it. Hear it for your family and friends. That's much better. That's the Tarleton Texans I know. At this time, I would like to recognize members of the platform group. Would they please stand when introduced, and will you please hold your applause until all are standing? Dr. Karen Murray, Provost and Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs. Dr. Laura Boren, Vice President for Student Life. Dr. Kyle McGregor, Vice President for Advancement and External Relations. Mr. Ty Minkler, Vice President for Finance and Administration. Dr. Barry Lambert, Dean, College of Graduate Studies. Dr. Steve Steed, Dean, College of Business Administration. Dr. James Pierce, Dean, College of Science and Technology. Dr. Kayla Peak, Associate Dean, College of Education. Dr. David Druckhammer, Interim Dean, College of Agricultural and Environmental Sciences. Dean Kelly Styron, Dean, College of Liberal and Fine Arts. Dr. Javier Garza, Assistant Vice President for Enrollment Management. Ms. Janice Horak, Assistant Vice President of External Relations. Dr. Don Beach, Faculty Senate President. Ms. Becky Gray, Staff Council President. And Ms. Donna Strohmeyer, Chair of the Commencement Committee. Please join me in recognizing these outstanding Tarleton leaders. As was explained before the processional, some graduates are wearing colorful cords that represent high achievement and academic honors. Some graduates are wearing red, white, and blue cords representing achievement and honor of a different sort. They are veterans who we recognize today for their service to our nation. It is their sacrifice and that of their families that allows us to freely pursue life, liberty, happiness, and our education. So I would like to ask any veterans in the class and any veterans in the audience, if you would please stand and allow us to thank you for your service. Veterans, please stand.
Graduates, this is your day. It is you we are here to celebrate. For this reason, a member of the graduating class has been invited to address the commencement audience. Today's speaker, Hannah Byram, was born and raised in Fort Worth. She attended Tarrant County College, and in 2014, she enrolled at Tarleton's Fort Worth campus as a marketing major in order to complete an undergraduate business degree. Taking advantage of our study abroad program, Hannah participated in a College of Business Administration trip to Ireland to study Irish business concepts and the cultural environment. She is a member of Delta Mu Delta National Honor Society for Business Administration. Hannah is hoping to use her marketing degree to pursue a career in some form of entertainment marketing. Please welcome Hannah Byram to the podium.
Good evening. I would like to welcome family, friends, Dr. DeTavio, the stage party, faculty, and staff to the fall commencement. It is an honor to address you tonight, to address the graduating class. The class of 2015 would like to thank you for supporting us tonight as we complete another journey in our lives. Just know that each and every one of you is very special to a graduate here today. I know this because we only received 8 tickets each, so clearly you must be a favorite. But truly, thank you all for being here. When asked about my journey at Tarleton, at first I was apprehensive of giving a speech because I didn't have the typical Tarleton experience. But then it occurred to me that there is no true typical experience. I want you to think about your journey through Tarleton. Each of us had our own unique experience. That is what makes Tarleton great. Although our experiences have varied, each one of us graduating today received the very best from Tarleton State University. I decided to share with you my journey through Tarleton and how it has changed me. I came from a small town, and the idea of going to a big university intimidated me. I decided to stay close to home and go to Tarrant County College. After I received my associate's degree, I thought I would transfer to Tarleton. Moving to Stephenville didn't work out, and so I decided to attend the Fort Worth campus. Although it does not resemble a college campus, I still found pieces of the experience that I loved. I loved walking into the building and being greeted by the same security guard every day and him walking us out if it was dark outside. It is a small campus, so I had a lot of the same people in several of the courses that I took, which meant that there were always familiar faces around. A mix of both traditional and non-traditional students attend the Fort Worth campus, which made for a very diverse learning environment and allowed us to experience viewpoints from all different ages and levels of real-world experience. Even though I didn't get the chance to fully experience the Stephenville campus, and the times I was here I got lost, I feel that I still experienced the great things that Tarleton has to offer. Some people's journeys may have included duck camp, purple pancakes, bonfires, sororities, or the purple poo. While those traditions and experiences encompass what Tarleton is, my journey was a little simpler but wonderful nonetheless. Before coming to Tarleton, I had no idea what I wanted to major in. I kind of narrowed it down by what I didn't want to do. That was probably for the best because, trust me, you want me nowhere near anything medically related. I finally narrowed it down to business, but I still had no idea of the specific field I should follow. After one class with Dr. Tommy Sue, that all changed. One course with him, and I automatically knew that marketing is what I wanted to pursue. It was something that I could understand, and Dr. Sue made it interesting. He made the classroom a live discussion board and would wait until we understood every point before we moved on to another topic. In one class, we were discussing how companies must market things differently or change products to sell them to other countries and cultures. He brought this to life by bringing us several snacks from Taiwan to show us how different cultures like different things. He made each class that I was in feel like a family. Professors such as Dr. Sue are what make Tarleton great. They want us to succeed and will do anything to guide us along the way. I was fortunate enough to be a part of the study abroad trip to Ireland this past March. It was truly an eye-opening experience, and I wouldn't trade a second of it. We were able to visit many businesses and corporations such as Dell and Yahoo and learn about the differences between how business is conducted there versus here in the US. This trip allowed me to meet people that I would never have crossed paths with otherwise, all while experiencing a new country and culture. More importantly, it gave me more confidence and peace of mind that marketing is what I truly want to pursue. I would encourage you to travel, explore, and keep an open mind as you continue on to your next journey. Looking back at my time at Tarleton, I noticed not only the educational aspects that I have learned, but the life skills as well. Each course, each professor, and each assignment led me to become a better student and a better person as time went on. Each course taught me responsibility, time management, and how to be adaptable. Group projects made me realize that sometimes you have to take the leadership role in order to get things done. Most importantly, my time at Tarleton made me mature into someone I want to be. We will all go in different directions after today, so there's no universal advice I could give to lead to success. Some of you might be getting a promotion, an internship, your dream job, just starting the job search, or even sticking around here to start graduate school. Regardless of your path, enjoy this new journey, the ups and downs, the wrong turns as well as the right ones. You might not always end up where you thought you would be, but you will end up where you were meant to be. Here's to our new friends as well as our old ones, to our families, to the professors and staff, to not walking on the grass, to long nights studying, to purple being a permanent part of your wardrobe, and to not being able to find a parking spot. Here's to all the things that make Tarleton what it is and us who we have become. Congratulations, fellow graduates. We finally made it. Thank you.
Thank you, Hannah, for those remarks. You have represented your graduating class very well. At the heart of a Tarleton education is our distinguished faculty. Their scholarly work creates new knowledge that improves the lives of all of us. As teachers and scholars, they define Tarleton's excellence. The faculty have been partners with these graduates as teachers and as mentors, challenging and supporting these students as they have worked toward this day. From the developers of the Tarleton mobile apps to our grounds crews that keep this campus beautiful, to the team that organized the 5 graduation ceremonies this weekend, hundreds of staff members have made Tarleton a home away from home and helped you reach this day. Like your family and friends, our faculty and staff take great pride in your graduation. Will the representatives of the faculty and staff please stand so that we can recognize and thank you. And now we're to the most important part of the ceremony, the presentation of your degrees. I'd like to welcome to the podium Dean Steed and President DeTavio to present and confer the candidates for the baccalaureate degree.
Candidates, would you please stand? First, before we start formally, I'd like to congratulate each one of you. You know, I've had the pleasure of being at Tarleton long enough. This is somewhere around my 130th graduation. And sometime during the last graduation, I sort of had an epiphany. I've always wondered, you know, graduations always hear about saying congratulations and so forth. And I finally figured out what graduation I think is about. And we're here to celebrate basically 2 things. Number 1 is success. Your success in going through the curriculum and being at this point of graduation. This is not only your success, you know, we've said thank your parents for their help and so forth, but this is also their success. And each one of you as parents and as friends, you need to be celebrating your role in the success of these students. That relationship that you've built has been very important to helping them through the struggles that they've gone through here. Also, those relationships are with, you know, some of your fellow students, but they're also with my faculty here. And I will tell you that your success is our success. We're very proud of what you've done, and, you know, you're always looking for, are we accomplishing anything? And you are part of our accomplishment. Thank you for that, okay? The second thing that this is about change. It's change in the relationships that you will have with your parents and your family. because now you're not the student any longer. You're that person who's graduated, by some degree the more adult. It's also about the change in the relationship that you have with each other, because one day some of you may be looking to employ one of your classmates. It's also about the relationships that you've had with our faculty. We've had the great pleasure of being your teacher, of being your friend, and hopefully towards the end of being your mentor. And that's a very important relationship. And as we leave here, you need to understand that relationship will change, because at this point, we're no longer your teacher, your friend, your mentor. We are your peer, okay? At this point, you become our windows to that environment, to the change in the business world that takes place. You're that window that helps us see the changes that need to be made in order for us to keep our curriculum, the quality high. So I encourage you to make that stronger relationship with your faculty, to make the stronger relationship with your families. Thank you again. Okay, now we'll do the formal part. Provost Murray, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Business Administration and I, we are very happy to certify that these candidates have met all requirements of the college and of the university related to their respective degrees. They've demonstrated that they have the moral character, the work ethic, and the requisite skills to become very successful in their careers, their professional careers, and in their personal lives. We're very confident that they're prepared to bring honor to themselves, to their families, and to the university. Thank you.
President DeTavio, these students are candidates for the baccalaureate degrees as prescribed by the faculty of Tarleton State University and the Board of Regents of the Texas A&M University system. As Chief Academic Officer, I present them to you with both personal pleasure and Tarleton pride.
Graduates, by the authority vested in me as president of Tarleton State University, I confer the bachelor's degree upon those of you who have successfully met all requirements associated with those degrees. You now hold all honors, rights, and privileges belonging thereto. I charge you as educated men and women of the world to use your education in the service of others. Congratulations, graduates. Student marshals, you may now bring the graduates forward. Graduates, you may be seated.